Are you looking for freight dispatch training that really gonna show you the reality of trucking in 2025 while you're in the right spot? I am Alexandra, the founder of Dispatch Training Center, and I have been empowering and improving trucking industry for the last 5 years. We have thousands of students who join our mission and who got trained with me. Why I am different? Well, first of all, because my classes are not pre-recorded. They are live, they are innovative, they are up to date, and you're going to be part of it. My trainings is full with quizzes, assignments, reality of trucking today. You're gonna see all the load boards. You're gonna make phone calls. You're gonna go and analyze real rate confirmation. You're gonna learn about commodities. You're gonna learn about the market. You're gonna learn on what to do and not to do. The biggest thing that you're gonna learn is how to cut the nonsense out. The faster you're gonna learn the principles, the better you're gonna negotiate, the better it's gonna be for your career. Nowadays, the small carriers are struggling. Why? Well, safety regulations are not fair. It's really hard to keep up that safety rating when you get one bad inspection. But in my dispatch training center, you can also improve those skills as well. You can finish our IFTA and safety and compliance program, and now you will be that powerhouse in logistics. Not only a pro dispatcher, but also person who helps with compliance. Watch our students, read our reviews, and remember, the next class is starting September 13th. Do not wait till the last minute. You need to get ready. And it's always me, Alex, that sassy dispatcher who is changing trucking for the better. Sign up, like, register, and remember, knowledge is the power. Strong foundation, that's what is gonna make you a pro. Moment of truth. So, Tony, you
Yes.
joined the class because first you were trying to sign up for just only mentoring, but it didn't happen. And I told you it's way more to learn, right?
It is.
And
Yes, it
you
is.
and you jump into it, you say, "Well, yes, I want to learn." You've been present in every class. I'm very, very proud of you trying to participate, finishing whatever you have to finish. So today, tell me today the practice, did it help you to finally understand how this is gonna all work?
Yes, I get the whole visual of it, of everything you need to be asking, the time, the zone, the commodity. Um, yeah, just pretty much everything. It just when I was on the phone with it, just froze up. I mean, I was when it came to the flatbeds, I didn't know exactly what to say if it was more than a reefer in the van.
So let's recap. So when we talk about flatbeds, the first thing we need to understand the securement of the load, right? So
Right,
tarpon is involved. When they say tarpon is involved, well, first we need to verify what size of tarps do they need, right? Because not everybody has 8 feet tarp, 6 feet tarp, right? So right there, what size of tarps are we required to have? What extra securement has to be done, right? And
right,
the dimensions, right? This is a
right,
big difference between driving and a reefer? Well, dimension. So did we ask how
right,
wide it is, how high it is, how
right,
long it is, right? But it's
right,
okay because it was your first time and we switched from this the drive-in to reefer to flatbed. So now you go back. After
right,
you know those dimensions, well, we see there's a flexibility. Well, you can pick up, you can deliver. So why do we need the dimensions? Because a lot of times, well, we combine the partials, right?
right,
Second, most important thing we proved, we always have to check that MC before we call because we were practicing. Well, we did it while you were already calling, but I was showing you the screen. Wow, he's not approved, right? So
right.
even if we talk about this, unfortunately, we cannot book this load because they are not approved by factory. Well,
Gotcha.
overall, after doing all these phone calls, do you agree that there's always going to be the same system? First, transit has to make sense. Can you even pick up on time? Can you deliver on time, right? Does it make sense for you as a company, correct?
Right.
Second is going to be what? Where are we going? What's going to happen there? And that rate per mile. So that's why we were practicing. We were adding previous load. What's going to happen to our rate? What's going to happen to our rate before? Our favorite TQL's calling us. Dispatch, how can I help?
Hey, this is Tom with TQL. Just reaching out because we got a load being picked up in Auburn, Alabama on the 14th, heading to Montpelier, Ohio on the 15th. Just wondering if you had anyone available.
Are you talking about reefer truck?
This is going to be a van load. It actually could be either or. Either van or
Unfortunately,
reefer.
yeah, we have a reefer posted there. How much are you paying to go to Ohio?
Looking to 1,000 on that.
How many miles are you talking about?
A little under little under 760 looks like.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are not a charity company. We cannot afford that. Sorry, sir.
You're okay. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So, we posted reefer. They're calling us about driving, right? Can the dry when rates ever catch up to the reefers in Arkansas, in Mississippi, can they compete with the chicken rates or eggs? No, never. So, first, this is a very cheap load, right? Well, we love TQL, but they're also known for what? We posted reefer, he calls us, but we are not gonna take dry van loads in the area where we have good pain, right? Mr. Hutter just had a load going for what? $4.50, $3.80, right? So will we take the load for $1.70 to Ohio? No, we're not, right? So that's a good proof. But going back to Tony, from beginning till today, do you think that you actually improve? Did you learn anything in my class?
Yeah, I did. I learned a lot.
Okay, so what do you personally need to improve? Like after today, what do you think you need to work on?
Um, Pretty much when I'm reading the load board, what to ask the broker, the commodity, the time, where it's coming, where is it going? Is it a strict shipper? Who's the receiver?
Mhm.
Um, um, Also, if there's like any room for delivery, if it's the cut close, can I
Okay,
cover the deadhead miles? Make sure you put that in there. Um, Make sure the transit is right. If it doesn't make sense, try to avoid certain highways. If there's tolls involved, make sure you try to get the tolls. Um, if there's a lumper, it needs to be bring that up as well.
okay. So it's all doable. Plus, remember, today you were looking to the screen, right? It's way harder. So when you're gonna start dispatching, well, you're gonna have your load board, right? You're
Right.
gonna be in charge of posting, looking, making the map. So it's gonna be way easier. So for being under the stress, through my hands, through people watching you, right? Through people you making phone calls and nobody's answering. Wow, I think what girls? I think she did a great job, right?
Hmm.
You did a great job, Tony. So would you recommend my trainings?
Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for that review today, but thank you for participating. I know you work long hours. I know you have stressful job as well in the post office. It's not easy, but your communication skills there. Now you have a strong foundation. Can you do it? Yes,
Of
I'm
course.
more than 100% know that you're gonna be doing. You just have to stick to the same stuff over and over.
Yeah.
Let's go to our gentleman, Mr. Hodder. So what for you? Because you came to my class after already almost being a pro dispatcher, almost being a broker. You've been studying a lot, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, did you learn anything after this class? And today, what is there for you to improve?
Coming into this class, there was a lot I still didn't know. So all of my uncertainties have been answered during this class. But now what I want to focus on is making sure that all of this information is receivable or I can go to it in my brain because there's so much piled up in there right now that the nerves are getting in the way. I'm trying to remember what I do remember. So I need to find a way to organize all my information to make sure that everything that I have learned is accessible and ready to go.
Okay. But today, do you see that the flow kind of gonna be the same, right? So, or we have
Yeah.
to book, or we have to be realistic, like with this truck today. Well, he's delivering later. Can we try to book something and then hope that he's gonna make it? No, we have to be realistic that we'd better book 6 p.m., right? And that's what we did. We booked 6 p.m. pickup from Wisconsin with a great transit to Costco to Thursday, $3,100. Not bad at all. Well, we could have jumped into something kind of guessing. Hopefully, we're gonna get unloaded, but you don't want to do that because what's gonna happen? Then you're gonna cancel the load. You're gonna end up sitting there till tomorrow. So you have to be realistic. The only thing I want you to concentrate now, map, map, and map. So when they change something, you look at it, you stop them and say, well, let me prepare the map. Can you verify one more time? Oh, there's zip code. If he is adding to you, well, tell him, oh, you adding extra drop. Why do you have to emphasize that? Because you will need to ask for extra money. Plus, now you need to make sure that you can make the transit, right? So that negotiations. But overall, did he do a great job? Yeah, you did a great job, right? And again, it's hard because you don't see the screen. You know, you are not the one who is making all these changes. So it's gonna be way easier. Very proud of you again, being present every class, making sure that you ask the questions. Every time I was calling you, you know what you're doing. So very proud. You also sign up for mentorship and you end up taking the full class, right? Because
Yeah.
I
Yep.
probably you're gonna learn way more because when he called, he said, I already know everything from YouTube and everything else. And when we talk for a few minutes, well, we figure out right there that it's still missing a lots and lots of foundation. So I think now you're ready to go on YouTube and say that I am almost a pro dispatcher, right? So you're
Yeah.
gonna go and you're gonna start doing it. Very proud of you. Let's
Thank you.
go to Mr. Milan, since I don't know if we're gonna see you tomorrow or not due to your driving. What do you think? All the way from Serbia, all the way. Time of the class was very challenging for you because we had a night class. So he always guys were starting in the middle of the night, right? That's a lot of commitment there. So tell us, what do you think? You have to unmute yourself. Well, you are muted. You have to unmute.
It's this course was very good. For me, I had a problem with timing, but today's class I think it was the best because it was practice. And yes, I had a problem. I need to move out, and I will start driving now in few minutes. But it was very good course. But I think it's better to be during the weekends. I
Yes,
will
that's why,
agree with
yeah,
you.
that's why, guys, I never gonna do it again during the night. And because of that, in 2 weeks, I'll give you extra practice just to compensate for all of you as a compensation because it was hard for you. It was hard, and it was hard for me as well because it's a time. But for people outside of the country, when they try to become a dispatchers, do you think this is a crucial to actually get trained first before they try to do this?
Yes.
What do you think,
Yes.
Mr. Milan? Because this, you remember, Tony, the Eastern Europeans, Serbians, Ukrainians, whatever, they are stubborn. They think that they know it all. So, do you think they first need to really go into details about the market, about how it goes?
Yes, because they don't know the geography of our country.
Yeah, what else, Milan? What else? Besides the geography, what do you think? What is the biggest difference?
I was a teacher, so I know how it should be. It should be first of all, it should be founded. Then we should grow up. So, from my point of view, I didn't have nothing about the dispatching job. So I think this is the best because I saw what I don't know. So I think I would be a good dispatcher from the beginning when I start doing this.
Okay. And also, I saw your email. You also realize that when you're gonna have time next time, you're gonna add that IFTA and safety because that's what's gonna make you really a pro dispatcher, especially when you are outsourced. Because most of them, they don't want just a dispatcher; they want a person who is gonna do their IFTA, help them with their safety, with their compliance. So when you add that, well, then you can quit driving. Hopefully, we're gonna make your dream come true because driving is great but you want to be close to your family, you want to be flexible, and you want to start finally enjoying your life, right?
I
Right.
think I can give much more from me to another persons than driving, just driving.
Yeah, sounds good. So would you recommend my training?
Yes, maximum. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see that review. So, all other girls, well, I'll see you tomorrow. So we'll get your reviews tomorrow. Did you see how it went today? Right? Wow, that's what we're gonna do. So tomorrow we try to do it faster,
Yes,
faster, faster. Right, Aquina? Right, Joanne? Because I want to,
faster.
yeah, faster because 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 today, I mean, Tony and Charlotte were under the kind of fire, right? And we already went through some steps which we have to eliminate. So I'm not gonna repeat tomorrow. Oh, make sure you make this map, right? You guys already know what to make. So tomorrow we want to make more phone calls, more phone calls, more phone calls. Why? Because the more phone calls we make, you're gonna see how it goes. See, every time they call us, you see what they ask, what attitude they have, how can we push them, right? So again, tomorrow for everybody, I'm gonna send the link again. If you're able to at least watch, right? At least watch. If you're able to participate, well, we'll participate, right? But very, very proud of you guys. You can do that as well. But I can tell you this, in this market, without safety and IFTA, it's hard to be just a dispatcher because this they want you to do everything for them. But when you know how to do everything, also your rates goes up, right? So you charge more. It's better to dispatch two carriers instead of five, right? Two, charge more but do a really good job and make the same money than try to go full overrate and dispatch all this truck and, excuse my language, do the shitty job. So you can see that our students are very, very determined to become a pro dispatcher. And what does it mean to be a pro dispatcher? Well, again, pro dispatcher knows the market. Pro dispatcher knows how to build relationship. We are not just booking the load. We know operational cost. We know how to eliminate dead miles. We know our shippers and receivers. We always check in on the credit of the brokers. We're eliminating heavy loads. We're making sure that we are not stuck in a dead area. We check on the seasonality. We know where the produce come from at this moment. Does it make sense to send your truck to Nogales where there's only 10 loads, or Laredo, or McAllen? Or should the truck go maybe to California? Should you keep them on the Midwest when the loads are not paying to East Coast? There is a game plan when you are unloading on Tuesday, on Friday, on Monday. Well, all of this matters. And that's why without the basics, it's impossible to achieve these goals. We have lots and lots of classes. Some of them are teaching you in your native language. I always fight against this because if dispatcher cannot speak, understand, and communicate in English, you just wasting your money. I am originally from Ukraine. I've been in Chicagoland for 26 years, and yes, I will always have an accent, and I'm working on it. But I do refuse to teach my dispatch classes in Ukrainian or Russian. Although in Chicagoland we have so many trainings, top dispatch schools that will take your money and teach you in your native language. What's going to happen after those classes? Well, simply, you're not even going to be able to understand what the broker is asking you. And you're going to become one of those desperate dispatcher who just going to say, yes, this is my MC. I want to book the load. Because you cannot even ask about the commodity, about if it's palletized, if it's going to strict receiver. You don't even want to verify information because simply you don't have enough confidence, knowledge, and language skills. So English proficiency is not only for pro drivers. English proficiency is not only for brokers, but you as a dispatcher, It's a must. So stop paying for those nonsense trainings. Maybe go improve your English first. Maybe go invest in training that really gonna show you the reality. I don't have to advertise my training. My training is sold out all the time. I am here to change trucking for the better with your help. You as a future dispatcher, you as a future safety manager, you as a future owner of the trucking company. Only together we can improve this industry. And unfortunately, this industry lacks education. So let's do it together. Like, share, sign up for the next training, and remember, it's only you and you who can make that